Hello. Hi there, my name is Bella. Welcome to my channel. And most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. And this is your Libra love horoscope for November 2017. And how I do all of my readings is with the help, I should say, of my spirit guides. That's how I do all of my readings, how I do everything to do with readings. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, all the links are just down below. And just to answer some questions that people have answered me about over the sort of last few weeks. There's a link to my website, which you can purchase services around my mini video calls or my longer Skype call readings. You can look just down below. I also have my new Instago account, where if you're just like, on the bus or, want this very simple, quick question, that you can just text me there on that link and I'll get back to you. And that's all starts from as little as £4.99 per message, but also, again, my videos also start from as little as £6.99. And my longer calls obviously are a bit more, but everything is just in links below, as well as a link to my Facebook page if you'd like to also join me there, where I come on live Monday to Friday just to give everybody some wisdom and some guidance also there too. So, what is it that my guides want to let you know about when it comes to things and themes that you need to be considering when it comes to your love life for you Librans out there? They're giving me a story, I think it's a story, I'm sure I've heard this before, which is like the story about how the sun and the moon were once lovers, and but then something happened and they couldn't then be together anymore, and so when one rises the other one kind of goes down, and so they kind of keep missing each other, and the only time that they sort of have time together is when there's an eclipse. They're making me feel that you have somebody that's special in your heart, basically, but there's going to be a part of that theme where actually for a lot of the time you're either not with them, can't be with them, haven't made something happen between them, but they are, and the only time that you'll be kind of in a way truly happy is when you are together with them. And so there's a real mental effort from your side to want to either be in a relationship where it's like that, but it feels a lot that a lot of you Libras actually feel this way about somebody, that you kind of want to make that happen. You want to make that total eclipse happen with you and somebody that is really, really important in your heart. And for some of you, it's because you actually aren't with them, and some of you, there's a realization, if you're in an established connection, that actually you have been very distant from that person, and you just want to be whole. I get, if you're in an established connection, it is in this month you are like the most in love with them. I have to say, you're like, and there's a real realization that some things that perhaps you haven't done, or that you could have done more, you just want to bond with them, and there's like, they just get like they are your everything, particularly the first couple of weeks. And it, like, I just get, you're very, like, it's beautiful just thinking, looking in the energy of what my guides are saying here. So lucky persons, whoever's got a Libra in their life at this moment of time. Now, for you Libras, where actually you're not with that person in an established connection, but you've suddenly like now you want to have a total eclipse basically with that person. You want the bonding to happen in whatever way you see that, but it's a bit of twofold, because the thing is, you've got to get to the stage where you can actually have them. So there's a real emphasis on you needing to express or tell them. So I get a lot of you kind of like coming in, definitely telling people how you feel, and some of you doing that. But I get, for some of you, it might be a little bit like also too late also as well, because it feels to me that they're either in a connection or just starting a connection. And so I get there is a little bit of concern on your part that perhaps what happens if I'm rejected, which I think is really normal. Even if they weren't with somebody else, you can still be thinking, what if I'm rejected? I just get here that actually you feel like you're compelled to have to, even though there's a little element, particularly if you know that person is with somebody, that you feel like it might be unfair, that it might cause some confusion for them, but you kind of don't care, because it's like, I've got to do it now, otherwise I'm going to be having that what if moment. I'm going to be, what if I didn't express them? Because I just get here that whoever's in your heart, you just need to tell them. So you could also be the person that they're waiting on, for them to say something, or vice versa. You just feel like, however you do it, whether it's a phone call, text, there's so many ways to do things these days, you end up trying to, or will express, or trying to get them on board so that you can express, or trying to build a friendship with them to try to express, whatever way this is. But it's really hard, because I do get here that you will put some people in a position where they will have to choose about whether they take a leap of faith on you, or whether they choose between you and another person, and that causing you and them some anxiety, because they don't know what they're going to choose, and nor do you. You don't know what they're going to choose, and hopefully I can tell you. But actually, I can tell you. My guides are saying for some of you it will be, and for some of you it won't be. It's literally coming up as the free will of the person that you have told, given whatever their circumstances. I want to say here, if they're single, then basically you've got more chance. For those of you where actually they are with somebody else, or they've just started to be with somebody else, then it is not clear cut in terms of whether it's a yes or a no, because they will have choice. And my best suggestion to you would be to go and look at their horoscope for their sign. Will probably give you a really good indication about whether it's a yes or a no, basically, for you. But at this moment in time, it's like some of you Librans will get it, some of you won't. But what you will get is peace of mind that you've expressed yourself, basically, and that you've at least tried to have that moment where you are unioned with somebody that you feel passionate about and feel like you want to give it all about. Because for Libras, it feels like your own balance is very much in harmony. Libras love being in relationships. They're one of the best to actually be in connections with, and you just feel like you want to ooze it and give it out to people that you truly do love about. So again, if you're an established connection, there is all of that. And I think, like, yeah, it's lovely. I'm not going to say anything negative, because there's nothing negative to say really in terms of your intentions on a whole and what it is that you'll get. And I just think here, don't feel disappointed if it was a no, because at least you know, because you won't be holding on to the what if I hadn't, so on and so forth. And at least for some people are saying you can learn to, because I get here for some Libras this year, they've been very distracted with work and so on and so forth, that actually there's a learning in terms of grabbing opportunities, if that makes sense. But like I said, if you watch the other person's horoscope, if you know it, then it will give you a good indication whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down, about whether even you would take the risk. But I get here that most of you will, because actually, why wouldn't you? You're not going to just listen to a psychic. I just get here that you just feel like I have to know. Now, the beautiful thing is that I just get for most Libras, there's a positivity in terms of the outcome. So you do have this beautiful image that I have, which is about you becoming joined with somebody. But unlike the sun and the moon, instead of it just being for a fleeting moment, it will be forever, in a good way, or long term at the very least. So in a way, you're having to make these kind of bold choices, but they're all spurred on by this kind of driven need to want to express to somebody how much you love them, and how much you and what they actually mean to you, and you trying to at least get your own happiness out of that as a result. Do let me know how it goes and how that plays out for you in this month, because it feels really beautiful, if I'm being honest with you. Even if there's a little bit, for some of you there might be some disappointment, at least you know. So I'm sending you all the good luck in the world, that it all goes well, because personally, the way how beautiful it is that you are expressing your love for that person and what it is that they would get from you, I'd find it quite hard if anybody could say no to what it is that you're actually offering. And I think that's the way to do it, isn't it? Don't go into it half-heartedly. If you're going to do this, do it all. Give it all, because you get a better result if you do it that way. So I do hope that's helped you all for the month of November. Again, if you'd like to know more about me and my services, all the links are just down below. And I will see you all again in November. Take care.